Peace, peace, peace. Love, love, love. Unity, unity, unity. Community, community, community. Family, family, family. Peace, 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 peace. Love, 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 love. Unity, 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 unity. Community, 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 community. Family, 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 family. Today is, give me one second. Today is January 5th, 2025. It is 5:32. Today I'll be reading a few books. The first one will be All Things in Balance by Tamara Jasmine Burrell. All Things in Balance. Excuse me. Question of the week. What unexpected effects can humans have on nature? Question of the week. What expected effects can humans have on nature? Key comprehension skills, main idea and supporting details, concept words, graze on, nutrients, decaying matter, predators, learning goals. People can upset the balance of nature. Plants and animals are in the food chain. Some animals are herbivores and others are carnivores. Herbivores, grass, Thompson gazelle. Thompson's gazelles are small antelopes. They live with other animals in the grasslands of Africa. Some scales have two sides. When things weigh the same on both sides, the scale is balanced. Nature has balance too. What is that balance of nature? Let's begin with a few definitions. Some animals eat only plants. They are called herbivores. They are also called plant eaters or vegetarians. Herbivores graze on leaves and roots, seeds and nuts, fruits and grasses. Some of the biggest herbivores live in Africa. Giraffes, antelopes, zebras, elephants, buffalo, and wild beasts. Wild wild beasts. Wild beasts are all herbivores. They're showing a Thompson gazelle and a cheetah. Oh, a cheetah is a carnivore. Cheetahs hunt herbivores, such as a Thompson gazelle. Some animals do not eat plants. They eat other animals. They are called carnivores. They are also called meat eaters or predators. African lions, hyenas, leopards, and cheetahs are all carnivores. The big cats and wolves of North America are also called carnivores. The Thompson gazelle is one of the cheetah's most common meal. The Thompson gazelle can run up to 50 miles per hour. A cheetah can run up to 70 miles per hour. Wow. But a cheetah cannot run that fast for long. After 20 seconds, the cheetah gets too hot and must stop. The gazelle gets away if he can run faster than the cheetah for more than 20 seconds. Food chains. I just had a question in my head. Which one are you? Are you the cheetah or are you the Thompson gazelle? I'd rather be the Thompson gazelle. Even though I'm running at 50 miles per hour and he's running at 70, I know for a fact that he's not catching me because I'm gonna outrun him from the extra 20 seconds. So yeah, I'd rather be a gazelle. Then on the flip side, I like to be a cheetah as well. Give you a burst of energy real quick, then go ahead and chill. Pick it back up, then chill. So you can look at it both ways. Food chains. All living things. I'm gonna eat that meat though. I just take the speed. All living things need food. Most plants get their food from water, dirt, and sunshine. Nutrients and decaying matter in the dirt or soil feed the plants. Herbivores eat plants. Carnivores eat herbivores or other carnivores. Each other, each living thing provides provides food for other living things in the food chain. As you go higher in the food chain, there are a few kinds of living things. It takes many things at that bottom of a food chain to support the living things at the top. Excuse me. Nature and balance. The balance of nature usually works well. Predators eat some plant eaters. Some plant eaters die, some stay alive. Herbivores eat some of the plants. The plants have enough soil and water. Most of the living things stay healthy. Nature out of balance. So what happens if things get out of balance? If there are too many herbivores, there are they I'm sorry, there may not be enough food. The animals get thinner, they become scrawny, they may even die of starvation. If the herbivores die, there is less food of predators. Soon the predators starve and die too, with no animals to eat them. The plants grow thick. After many years, there are too many plants. The plants fight for water, soil, sunlight. Eventually, they may get sick and die too. What upsets the balance? At times, a storm or flood may upset the balance of nature. Sometimes humans upset the balance of nature. Sometimes humans help restore it. Here's what happened to one animal, the island fox. Okay. The island fox live in the islands of California. These little foxes eat insects, birds, and other small animals. They also eat fruits. So it's an omnivore. An omnivore eats both plants and animals. In the past, the fox has no enemies. The humans came to the Channel Island. Oh wow. They brought pigs. Some pigs escaped. Now wild pigs live all over the island. Wow. Hmm. I think that might. Today, the island fox doesn't have an enemy, a predator called the golden eagle. The eagle comes to the island to eat the wild pigs. They eat foxes too. Now, the island fox is endangered. These little foxes could disappear from our world. Oh, no one wanted to upset the balance of nature in the Channel Island. People learned that changing one thing can change the balance of environment. Now people are working hard there to restore the balance. Note was all things in balance. Make sure y'all drink your water, your teas, your juices. Right now, I'm eating my cereal, pomegranates, and blueberries. Mmm, I should put some nuts in there. Make sure you drink your tea. Make sure you drink your juice. That's the that's the balance right there. Tea, juice. One's hot, one's cold. I drink the hot one first. Come down with the cold one. I'm noticing that that helps my voice when I speak and I read. So the next thing will be It's Too Nosy by Joanna Cole. All right. Thank y'all for tapping in with me as well. Uh, you know, have this video go 1 share to 10 shares, 10 shares to 100 shares, 100 shares to 1,000 shares, 1,000 shares to 10,000 shares, 10,000 shares to 100,000 shares. Yeah, I know the rest. 100,000 shares to 1 million shares, and it all starts with you. So go ahead and tap in with me, like, heart. Um, Truly, I do this from the kindness of my heart. Um, so now the book is It's Too Noisy. It's too noisy. Once there was a little house. Do you know who lived there? A poor farmer lived in that little house with his wife, a grandmother, a grandfather, lots of children, and a little bitty baby in a crib. Day and night, there was always a lot of yelling, singing, snoring, laughing, fighting, and crying. It was too noisy. The poor farmer wanted to quit. I'm sorry. The poor farmer wanted quiet. He went to the wise man. Wise man, wise man, he said, my house is full of people. It is too noisy. Tell me what to do. The wise man closed his eyes. He thought and thought. Here's what to do, he said. Bring your rooster and your chickens into the house. That is a funny thing to do, thought the farmer. But he did what the wise man told him. He got the roosters and chickens and put them in the house. That night there was a lot of yelling, singing, snoring, laughing, fighting, and crying. And now there was a lot of clucking and crowing too. It was much too noisy. The next day the farmer went back to the wise man. I put the rooster and chickens in the house, he said. I already got it. I got it already. I got it. I put the rooster and the chickens in the house, he said, but it is worse than ever. Then you must put your pigs and your sheep in your house, said the wise man. That is a funny that is a very funny thing to do, thought the farmer. But he did what the wise man said. That night was there was yelling and singing, snoring and laughing, fighting and crying, and clucking and crowing, and now there was a uncle and too. It was even worse than before. The farmer went back to the wise man. Noise, 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 he said. I cannot stand it anymore. The wise man said, now put your donkey and your cow in the house. Is the wise man crazy? Thought the farmer. But he did what the wise man said. He put his donkey and his cow in the house. Wow. Now there was yelling and singing, snoring and laughing, fighting and crying, clucking and crowing, onking and ba, and braying and moo. It was so noisy the poor farmer did not sleep all night. The farmer went back to the wise man one last time. Wise man, my house is like a barn, he cried. I cannot stand it. The wise man smiled. Here's what you do. He said, take all the animals out of your house. The farmer ran home. He did just what the wise man said. He put out the chickens, he put out the roosters, he put out the pigs, he put out the sheep and the donkey and the cow. Was the little house still noisy? Well, there was still yelling and singing, there was still snoring and laughing, there was even some fighting and crying. But there was no clucking, no crowing, no onking, no buying. Oh, okay. There was no clucking, no crowing, no onking, no ba, and thank heaven, there was no mooing or braying either. And to the farmer, the little house seemed as quiet can be. Hmm. That was a good story. It's too noisy. I like that. Now, um, I'm gonna read one last. No, these blueberries are good. I'll read this then. A quick page on this. What everybody is saying. Joe Navarro. Random page, random chapter. Arms of conduits of affection. Children need to be loved and touched so they can grow up feeling safe and nurtured. But even adults can use a good hug every once in a while. I give hugs freely because they transmit caring and affection so much more effectively than more mere words. I feel sorry for those who are not huggers. They are missing so much in their lives. As powerful and effective, I'm sorry. Mm. That might be the best use. As powerful and effective as a hug. Excuse me, my mouth just low. As powerful and effective as a hug can be in gaining favor and achieving interpersonal effectiveness with others. However, it can be also seen by some of as an unwanted intrusion of their personal space. Okay. In the tedious age in which we live, where a well-meaning hug can be misconstrued as sexual advance, one must be careful not to give out hugs where they are unwelcome. As always, careful observation into personal and into always the as always, careful observation and interpretation of people behavior as you interact with them, you will be the best indicator as to whether a hug is appropriate or inappropriate in any given circumstances. Nevertheless, even without giving a hug, people can use their arms to demonstrate warmth and in doing so, increase their chances of being viewed favorably by others. When approaching a stranger for the first time, try demonstrating warmth by leaving your arms relaxed, preferably with the ventral side exposed. Ventral side exposed, and perhaps even with the palms of your hands clearly visible. This is a very powerful way of sending the message, hello, I mean no harm to the other person's limbic system. There's a great way of putting the other person at ease and facilitating any interaction that follows. In America, enlightened, enlightened, Latin American, at a Brazil, a brief hug is part of the culture among males. It was a way of saying "I like you." In performing at Brazil, the chests come together and the arms engulf the back of the other person. Unfortunately, I know a lot of people who are reluctant to do this and or feel very awkward when they do. I've seen American businessmen in Latin America who will either refuse to give it a appraisal or when they do appear, it appear as though they are dancing with their grandmother. My advice is to do it and get it right. Since little courtesies mean a lot in any culture, learning a proper appraisal is no different than learning to shake hands correctly and feeling comfortable doing it. If you are a businessman and be working in Latin America, you will be perceived as cold or aloof if you fail to learn this familiar greeting. There is no need for what there is no need for that when a simple gesture can engender so much will make you sympathical. Some concluding remarks about nonverbals of the arms. Our arms can transmit a lot of information in decoding the intentions and sentiments of others. From our perspective, one of the best ways to establish rapport with someone is to touch that person on the arm, somewhere between the elbow and the shoulder. Of course, it is always wise to assess the personal, and cultural preference before you proceed. Generally, however, the brief touch I have just described is usually a good and safe place to initiate human contact and to let others know you are getting along. In the Mediterranean, South American, and Arab worlds, touching is an important component of communication social, and social harmony. Don't be shocked, startled, or threatened as you travel if people touch you on the arm, assuming they do is so appropriately. As I have described, it is a powerful way of saying we are okay. In fact, since human touch is so intimately involved in communication, when there is no touching between people, you should be concerned and wonder why. Hmm. I like this book. One, 2, 5. Okay. Then my last book I'm gonna get into, it's again, this is not no cannabis, no marijuana, nothing like that. I just like objects from the outside, placing on this rock, just chilling. There we go. Mhm. The next one I am gonna be reading is from the. I'm gonna do this. I am a millionaire film director whose check is deposited. If I can, I must. When I win, I win. When I lose, I win. Failure is not an option. I'm going to set myself up for success. I will take action in my life now. I will participate at a level 10 at all times. I will always be on time in my life. I will always do as I said I would. I will build the right relationship with the right power team. Shout out to my team as well. I thank each of you for supporting me, being here with me. Um, yeah, so I just thank y'all right now. I will empower myself to succeed, and now I will be reading the Holy Quran with the English translation and commentary, Milana Muhammad Ali. So random page, random chapter, and it goes something like right here. Section 11, chapter 18. I apologize for mispronouncing this. The Cranian and Gog Magog. Let's see. And they seek thee about Thuarnain. Say, I will recite to you an account of him. Truly we establish him in the land and guarantee him means of access to everything. So he followed the course. And to when he reached the settling place of the sun, he found it going down into the Black Sea and found it by the people. We said, oh, I can't pronounce that name, I apologize. Either punish them or do them a benefit. He said, as for him who is unjust, we shall chastise him, then he would be returned to his Lord, and he would chastise him with the example chastisement. And as for him who believes and does good, for him is a good reward. And we shall speak to him an easy word of our command. Then he followed a course until when he reached the land of the rising sun. He found it rising on the people to whom we had given no shelter from it. So it was, and we had full knowledge of what he had. Then he followed a course until when he reached a place between the two mountains, he found on the side of them a people who could hardly understand a word. They said, I can't pronounce that word. I can, but it's hard for me to pronounce that word. Dhuarnain. Gog and Magog do mischief in the land. May we then pay thee tribute on condition that though the I'm sorry. May we then pay the tribute on condition that thou raise a barrier between us and them? He said, that wherein my Lord has established me in better. So if only you help me with the strength of man, I will make you a forfeiter barrier between you and them. Bring me back blocks of iron at length. And when he had filled up the space between the two mountainsides, he said, blow, till when he had made it as fire. I said, bring up the molten brass to pour over it. So they were not able to scale it, nor could they make a hole in it. He said, there is a mercy from my Lord. But when the promise of my Lord comes to pass, he will crumble it, and the promise of my Lord is ever true. Yeah. And on that day we shall let some of them surge against others, and the trumpet will be blown. Then we shall gather them all together, and we shall bring forth hell, exposed to view on that day before the disbelievers, whose eyes were under a cover from our reminder, and they could not bear to hear. Section 12, Christian nations. Do those who disbelieve think they can take my servants to be friends besides me? Surely we have prepared hell as an entertainment for the disbelievers. Say, shall we inform you who are the greatest losers in respective deeds? Those whose effort goes astray in the world's life, and they think that they are making good manufactures. Those who are they, sorry, those are they who disbelieve in the messages of their Lord and meeting with him. So their works are vain, nor shall we keep, no, nor we shall we set up a balance for them on the day of resurrection. That is the reward held because they disbelieve and held my messages and my messengers in mockery. And for those who believe and do good deeds, for them are gardens of paradise and entertainment. To abide therein, they will not desire removal. Therefrom, say, sorry, say, if the sea were ink for the words of my Lord, the sea would surely be exhausted before the words of my Lord were exhausted. Wow. Though we brought the like of it to add thereto, surely I am a mortal like you. It is revealed to me that your God is one God. Sorry. So whoever hopes to meet his Lord, he should do good deeds and join no one in the service of his Lord. And that was the Muhammad Ali, the Holy Quran. Again, thank you for spending some time with me. Now it's 30 minutes. I'm going to give one more minute to y'all. Again, the greatest gift I know that Allah gives His time. So thank you for spending spending 30 minutes with me. Um, Go ahead and subscribe to my wife page, Dion's Life. She's crushing it, y'all. Make sure you share, like this videos. One video, share one video to all the way to 1 million, and it all starts with you. I gotta get going. Um, nope. I have 2 games today, so so I gotta push that back to 2. I'm gonna tell y'all next time I'm gonna get on here. So today I got a game today, 2 games, 2 o'clock. Let's do 2:30. 2:30 to 2:50. Put Sundays. Yeah. Added that. 2:30 to 2:50. 3 o'clock to 3:30. Okay, y'all. I'll be back on Facebook at 2:30 today. And I'll be back on YouTube at 3 o'clock. Again, I appreciate your time. I do value. Shout out to my team out there, True Powerhouse, and also shout out to my 2 new mods, Oren. I didn't see you this morning, but that's okay. Again, tell you, you know what it is. So thank you for being the monitor. I got 2 of them, y'all. Until next time, remember peace, love, unity, community, and respect. Oh, I say respect. I'm sorry. That's what I was thinking. Respect. That's on my mind. I gotta get it out. Make sure respect everyone, y'all. Respect that old lady walking across your street. Respect that young lady going to school. Respect that young lady that's in college. As men, I guess this is a message to the man for a couple of seconds. Treat your woman right. That's your wife. Treat her right. Man, protect her. Mind, body, and soul. That's what our duty is. And make sure y'all go do our duties. So, inshallah. So until the next time, y'all, peace, peace. Thank you, team. All praises to Allah. Talk to you in a minute. Peace.